Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Farming Simulator 22 how-to video. Today we're going to take a special look at total mixed rations and what is involved in making TMR. And just like the bale video, there are a lot of options. A lot more options than I think we have ever had in any Farming Simulator game. In fact, we have a total of 4 base game self-propelled feed mixers and 3 base game pull behind feed mixers. And for the first time ever, we now have the inclusion of mineral feed into our TMR mix. So let's take a look at this stuff in the shop, and then we'll see how it all works in reality. Or should I say, game reality. So we're going to go to our shop menu. Under vehicles, we're going to go to animals. And we start out with the Strotterman VM 1702 double SF self-propelled forage harvester. You're going to see that this is going to hold 17,000 liters or 17 cubic meters worth of product. And it will accept straw, silage, hay, concentrate, which is the mineral feed. And then we have these other 2 icons. So the icon that has lots of little wormy looking things, that is forage. So that is not quite total mixed rations. That is kind of a messed up total mixed rations. Like the ratio is wrong. And then we have TMR, which I think looks kind of like a meatball with some dirty spaghetti noodles on top, or we'll just call it worms. A wormy meatball, if you will. The Silo King Self-Line 4.0 Premium. It holds 22,000 liters worth of product, or 22 cubic meters. The Kuhn SPW Intense holds 25,000 liters of product, or 25 cubic meters. And the Farsin, or Fairsin Liter PF 2.26 Plus Eco Mode holds 26,000 liters, or 26 cubic meters. Those are all of our self-propelled TMR mixers, or feed mixers if you just want to feed loose product. It's all good. Under our pull behind mixers, we have the Kuhn RA142. Now this one only holds 700 or 7,300 liters worth of product. And as we know from our bales, we're probably going to be pretty hard up unless we are feeding in the small little square bales to use this mixer and to get an adequate TMR mix. Then we have the Silo King Trailed Line 4.0 Premium. This one used to store 16,000 liters of product in previous Farm Sim games. Now it stores 22 cubic meters, or 22,000 liters. And then we have the Fairsin PF 2.24 Plus, which holds 24,000 liters, or 24 cubic meters worth of product. So those are our 7 TMR mixing options. Now let's jump in one, and I want to take a look at the new TMR mix. So if we take a look here on the F1 menu, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom on into that, we have hay, silage, straw, and mineral feed. Looking at the hay, straw, and silage mix, they look about what we're used to in previous versions of Farm Sim. Roughly looking at the little arrow markers, it's telling us the min and max that we can have of any one fill type. It looks like hay and silage are going to be somewhere between 25% and 75%. That range in there. Straw, I think it's more like 0% and 30%. And then the mineral feed is closer to 0% and 10%. Now that's what I'm using, just kind of looking at the chart and just kind of eyeballing it as to if I can have, 4 of those areas between the far left marker and 0. If I can place 4 of those across with my fingers, and again the straw, if I can place 3 of those across with my fingers, then it's going to be about a third, or 33% or so. And then the concentrate really looks like maybe we could slam 10 in there. I don't know. I don't think it's 5%. I think it's closer to 10%, because if the hay is 25%, then I think we can put 2.5 of those up there for the hay. So let's go mix some TMR and see what happens. All right, so I've done a little bit of math, and the Silo King here holds 22,000 liters worth of product. And I think if I want to put, I'm going to put about 30% of its capacity as hay, 30% of its capacity as silage, and 30% of its capacity as straw. So that should be, then leave 10% for mineral food. So just looking through the various bales, I can use this silage square bale. It's 6,500 liters. So that leaves me 100 liters technically short of silage, but I think we'll be good. So we'll put that in there. And yes, I know it's not attached to a tractor. Yes, it works. Whatever. Now, 6,000 liters of hay. Going back to our video, the small square bale of hay is 6,000 liters, and this little baby hay bale is 600 liters. So this is exactly 6,600. What a nice little combo. So let's put those in. And then we need about 6,600 liters of straw. So we have 5,000 there. 7,500, too much. 7,000, too much. All right, so we're just going to go with this 5,000 liter, this small round bale straw. I guess before, let's just check. Let's just see what we have here. Will this work? So we have, all right, we already have total mixed rations. We have 11,608 liters of total mixed rations. So we have the total mixed rations icon down there. And you can see where we are, 59%, 43%. So we're a little short on straw, and I mean we could bust open this because they are 700 apiece. So this is 5,000 liters, so we could put in 2 of those. That would be another 1,400, so that would get us to 6,400 of straw, right? That would get us a wee bit closer. I just want to see if my math is right. If my math is right, then I'm going to make a little sheet, I think, and put that out there as kind of just some general guidance as to what you could do. Little bale is hilarious. Can I pull a bale out with this stack? Yeah, okay, cool. So yes, we're making an absolute mess. Alright, so now we have forage. Uh-oh. We may have outdone it. Alright, yeah, we got a little bit too much straw. Now let's see if we can't mitigate that by topping off with minerals. So walk up here, hit R. Now pulling our minerals in. I'll just speed this on up, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so I was not quite right on the mineral. 7%. 7% is the max on minerals. So if our silage trailer here holds 22,000 liters, so we want to put 1,540 liters of minerals is the absolute max. Now we can take and put a little bit more silage in, and that should fix everything. So if we put a little bit more silage in, 3,500 liters, I think it's our smallest silage bale. Yes, it is. So we'll add that, and that should top us to 100%. And we now have TMR again. 22,000 liters of TMR. There we go. Excellent. All right, now let's use this machine, and we're going to establish what our minimums are with this. And maybe we'll be able to establish what our maximums are, because we can eat bales with this, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there we go. We're chewing up the bales. So let's eat some straw and see what our minimum straw is. Back up. I'm gonna go with this slowly. So about 30% is where I was thinking we were on that. And 73%, so again, yeah, about 75% on that. %. So it's 20 to 75%. So now we have TMR. Pretty straightforward. I think using these self-propelled mixers are going to be a lot easier to manage things, even if you like to do bales, because with bales, you know, they might be easier to handle, you feel, or you just like to do bales because that's what you see in real life. But I think using these self-propelled mixers are going to be very handy with being able to ingest just the right amount of product without going overboard. Because now we can add more straw if we want. And what we do know now is 20% is the minimum on hay and silage. 7% is the absolute maximum. There we have TMR. 7% is the absolute maximum on mineral food. All right, so let's try this a little bit different way. I think we know what we're going to do now. I think we've established 7% is the max on the mineral food, 20% is the minimum in hay and silage, and 30% is the max on straw. So I want to put... Oh, can't do that, sorry. All right, let's put some more hay in and just validate some things. Now, why use mineral feed? Why buy it? Honestly, I don't know. There isn't any real documentation right now on if you have a benefit to doing mineral food or not. I mean, it costs us money, for sure. So, you know, if it doesn't give us a yield, or, you know, better producing cows, then I don't really see quite the point in spending money on mineral food, other than maybe you want some realm of realism with respect to the use of mineral food. Yeah, I would like to see maybe some information as to if we provide mineral food for our cows in our TMR, do we get, you know, better milk production? Do we get better growth in our meat cattle? And information like that. But we don't have any sort of information on why to use mineral food at this point. So yeah, like I said, I think, quite frankly, using the self-propelled mixers are going to be a way for you to really better manage your ingest of product. Now that we have such varying weights and capacities of bales, you can just drive up, you can dump product in it, or you can use the self-propelled mixers to basically chew up the bale. And as you can see, we now have less capacity in this bale, 2,985 liters, than we had when we started. And the same with this one, we only have 1,454 liters left in that one. So guys, that is kind of the gist on how to make TMR, what to use. So guys, that is basically the gist on how to make TMR, what to use for TMR, what is mineral food, and if you need it or not. So until next time, happy farming.